A ver ahí. A ver ahí. Perfecto. Ahora la calidad con la que se está grabando. 1080. Bueno, está perfecto. Bueno. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo va? Este canal y este stream fue pensado para básicamente acompañarnos en un proceso de aprendizaje y compartir cosas nuevas como, no sé, por ejemplo en este caso hoy que voy a aprender Three.js desde cero, quería grabarlo desde el momento uno para que quede en Twitch, en YouTube y que la otra gente lo pueda ver. Tanto este video que va a ser en crudo, va a ser básicamente el proceso real, en tiempo real de cómo va a ser mi aprendizaje. Y después posiblemente esté la posibilidad de grabar un video concreto explicando lo que yo aprendí. Ahora, eh, esto posiblemente lo haga los sábados, tal vez los domingos, quién sabe, voy a ver. Pero mi idea es como mantener un horario y un día fijo para que se sepa que voy a estar en stream aprendiendo Three.js y ustedes puedan pasar y participar, sacarse dudas junto conmigo porque estoy aprendiendo. Pero el video con el cual vamos a aprender, el tutorial mejor dicho, o el curso, es de Bruno Simon o Bruno Simon, que es el creador de páginas muy conocidas como la de un autito que puedes controlarlo. A ver si lo puedo encontrar. Vamos a compartir un segundo pantalla. Espera, Bruno Simon. Por favor, acá está. Miren, cambié la escena. Ahí está. Este jueguito es muy conocido. Es un autito que lo puedes controlar con las flechas, con WASD. Y bueno, te permite conocer todo lo que él hizo, ¿no? Su playground, bueno, portfolio, proyectos, todo. Lleno literalmente con un autito por todo su currículum. Y nada, me pareció. Es algo muy divertido. Realmente que quería aprender hace tiempo. Y. Qué mejor que dedicar un sábado. Lejos de la rutina semanal. Así que bueno. Vamos a. Nunca había visto el title. Mira qué loco. ¿Se mueve o se mueve cuando me muevo yo? Se mueve cuando me muevo yo, no, es buenísimo. Y va para atrás, es excelente. Bueno, nada. Dejemos esto de lado un segundo. Voy a ver si puedo dejar el... Aunque ya sé que no va a haber nadie en el primer stream, voy a ver si puedo dejar esto a un costado. Por si alguien llega a aparecer. No me quiero perder de leerlo. Bien. Vamos a poner acá. Tukis. Perfecto. Bien. Bueno, vamos a arrancar. El tutorial está en inglés, pero tiene subtítulos en español, así que no va a haber problema con eso. Tenemos 6 secciones. Capaz está bueno anticiparlo a eso. Tenemos el nivel básico. ¿Puedo subir así? Ahí va. El, el nivel 2, técnicas clásicas, ya no sé hablar. Bueno, nivel 3, técnicas avanzadas, 4, shaders, extra. Son más. Pensé que eran 6. Escena de portal y Fiverr. No me acuerdo qué es Fiverr, pero lo escuché una vez. Fiverr. Me suena. Me suena a crear propios componentes o algo así. Pero capaz que nada que ver. Vamos a ver si puedo. Bueno, no, vamos a ir a uno. Listo, vamos a empezar. Introducción. Crea tu primera escena y entiende los fundamentos como cámaras, geometrías, materiales, texturas. Agrega un panel de debug. Anima cualquier cosa y pone tu proyecto online. Ok, arrancamos fuerte. O sea, arrancamos bien. Interesante. Vamos a poner esto en español. Ahí. Automático, mira, no sabía. La calidad en lo posible era mejor. Y ahí está. Bueno.
Welcome
Vamos.
to Three.js Journey, the very first lesson, which actually is more of an introduction than a lesson. We are not going to start coding right now, but don't worry, we will start coding in the next lesson. It's just that I need to present myself and present the whole course that is coming on this journey. So, by the way, if you are already a student, you can ignore this small part here. But if you're not yet a student, be aware that this lesson and a few more lessons, and actually some lessons in the whole course, are available for free. And every beginning of lessons are also available for free, so that you can have a look and decide if you want to join the course or not. So who am I? My name is Bruno Simon. I'm a French, as you can hear, creative developer. I'm doing freelance for clients from around the world. I'm a former lead developer at Immersive Garden, so Immersive Garden studio, digital studio, getting a lot of awards, websites. I'm professor for multiple French postgrad and master's degree in web, so it's front-end, back-end, but also obviously webGL and Three.js. I just love doing webGL and particularly, with Three.js. That's why you're here, isn't it? In 2019, I made my portfolio, this one that you might have seen already. I'm going to make it slightly bigger so that you can see it a bit more. So it's, the red car on this world, and you can have fun, destroy everything. Have a look, by the way. All the links I will provide and with the other lessons are available at the bottom right corner of this page. There is a links tab, I think. Click on it and you will have access to all the links that I provide with the videos. And for the story, this portfolio, I actually created this portfolio because my portfolio was quite bad, but I was asking my students to create their portfolios. I was like, okay, I need to show something a bit better. So I made this portfolio, but I had so much fun with creating this portfolio that I kept improving it. And people seem to have really enjoyed this one. I got millions and millions of visitors, and it's still running right now. People seem to still enjoy it, and yeah, that was a cool experience. Talking about things that I've built, so there is this portfolio, but I made a lot of other projects, and I decided to do a quick selection of projects that I did. All those projects, I mean the client projects, I've done those with a full team, all right? So there are designers, 3D modelers, managers, etc. I just take care of the webGL parts, okay? I didn't create the whole website, just the webGL parts, like the Madbook website. Again, check the links at the bottom right corner. WebGL, cool stuff, animations, you can interact, and there is a bunch of hidden features, but I have so many things to show you that I will skip to the next one. I really like the next one, actually. It's Scout. Again, I'm not talking about the content and the rest of the website. Let's focus on the WebGL part with cool products that kind of showcase what this company is doing. And as you can see, it's quite realistic. I had so much fun to create this renders with a realistic effect, and you can see like the plastic and the holographic effect there. It's not holographic. I forgot how you name this kind of color. A lot of fun. The next one is Orano. I really enjoyed this one. Unfortunately, the real website is not live anymore. This is kind of a temporary website, a pre-production a website, so that it's live and we can still see it. This one, I've done this one a long time ago, and it was so fun to create. Again, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. There are multiple universes, which are kind of slides, and you can actually enter in those universes and discover kind of a small game, a small interaction. Oh, this one is crazy. Have a look, the training part, enter it, and yeah, have a look at this one. Prior, yeah, I love this one because it looks so different. I mean, check that. It's kind of poetic. See that? So it's for weddings, things like that. Again, I'm not talking about the content too much, more about the WebGL experience. And yeah, I just had so much fun creating this animation. It was quite hard to create. I spent a lot of time creating this animation with good performances and the pattern that appears on it. A lot of fun. All right, next one, Charlton Taillé. One of my favorite one. I'm going to close the previous one, even though my computer seems to handle those perfectly. let's make sure the frame rate is good. Charter and Taille, this one was really long to create. We worked, so full team on this one for many months, but it was really worth it. Check that out. It's a village, and it's actually a true village. This village exists with the exact same road and fields, etc. There is even like the church and the warehouse, etc. And you can roam on it. There is actually 2 villages on the website. You can join the other one using this link here, and you can enter into the parcel. I think we named this one. The field, kind of the field. It's for wine, champagne, etc. And if you scroll, you will discover kind of a different version that looks more colorful, and you can continue scrolling and scrolling in order to get into the actual information for that field, and you can discover that. Again, I just did the webGL part. There was another developer that did the whole rest. Crazy work, and a lot of fun, crazy project. I really enjoyed this one. But I also do a more fun project just for myself, because I really enjoy building those. And here is a small selection. This is my room. This is actually the room. You can see some part behind me, the desk.
Este literalmente es el proyecto por el cual me motivé a empezar Three.js. O sea, veo eso así y me dan muchísimas ganas de replicar mi habitación en un proyecto como este.
The window, etc. is just the same as right now. And I just recreated that for fun. And you can interact with the light. You can do things like that, have kind of a neutral one. I put some stuff on the TV, etc. And you can even change the color. See, behind the TV, you can change the color. Yeah, I have backlight behind my TV because I'm a geek, obviously. Anyway, so this is my room in 3D. Next one is organic sphere. More abstract stuff. I just saw, I think it was an image on Pinterest or something like that. I was like, I need to create that. And as you can see, when I don't speak, and then I speak. See, it's reacting to my voice. I'm not going to do weird noises, but it can be quite funny to look at. Holographic, which I renamed Valley actually. It's just, again, for fun. You can put cool webGL experiences just to make your website look good, have a nice landing page, something that match what you want to showcase. And this is what I did with this one. I just wanted to create this cool effect. It's webGL, obviously. Next one, Woodkid. I was inspired by a concert of Woodkid, so the singer, where in the screen there was a huge screen with robots. I mean, one huge robot doing some cool animations according to the lyrics, the song. And I was like, I need to build something like that. That's how I get inspiration. I just watch stuff. I'm like, I need to create that in webGL. And you can play with it. Again, those you can test those. The links are at the bottom right corner. And you can move the arms and you can change the style and you can test a lot of things. And it's a lot of fun. You can even open the hands, see that? And I built everything with Blender, with the webGL, with Three.js. A lot of fun. Next, I love this one. I need to keep working on this one because it's so cool. I'm having so much fun with this one. See that? It's a procedural world, so kind of Minecraft style, it's an infinite world that generates while you're walking. Let's go a bit faster. And as you can see, things are building and I can just keep on moving like that for hours and it will keep on building. And there is grass and I need to add a lot of things because there is the sun, there is I could add water, etc. I just did that for fun, like a lot of things, and I should keep on working on this one. It's a really cool experience. And final one, just to show you that you can build really fun stuff with distortion, kind of interstellar vibe where everything is distorted on the edges. This one is a bit complex, but crazy techniques that I use in this one. I really had fun building it. And you can go inside this and maybe something will happen. No, I'm kidding. There is nothing inside the black hole. Anyway, those are just things I create for fun, and you might create this kind of things for fun after the course. I hope you will. So why did I create this course? A few words about that. When I started Three.js, well, Three.js was flourishing. It was kind of the trendy and new library, and you could create awesome stuff. But unfortunately, we didn't have a lot of resources. Just a few articles here and there. Okay, there was huge gaps in the documentation. Like there was really like missing pages and things like to write, I mean, work in progress, etc. Because well, it was brand new and there was already quite a lot of people working on it, but it's huge. So we didn't have a lot of resources, and we had to push through and dig into the code and example and ask questions. And I spent a lot of time on Stack Overflow and Reddit, etc. to get help. Nowadays, Three.js is stable, all right? There is an excellent documentation. The documentation is just great, and we will spend quite a lot of time fetching information from that documentation. I will teach you how to use that documentation. There are decent tutorials, but there were no ultimate course. Like the course, you take that course and that's it. Three.js and webGL along the way. So that's why I decided it was time. After my portfolio, people were asking me to teach them, like, please teach me how to create such a fun portfolio with physics and how to create this little car, etc. I knew webGL, I knew Three.js at least and webGL, and I knew how to teach because I've been teaching for something like 7 years. So it was the perfect mix. It was time for me to create that online course. So that's why I created Three.js Journey. Let's stop talking about what I do, the why I created the course, and start talking about what you will learn in the course. So Three.js is vast and you can do an infinite number of things. That's crazy. Have you checked all the things you can create? Just go on threejs.org. Let me see if I can find it. Obviously it's yeah, this one. Just check those. So many cool projects. That's crazy. Have a look to those. That's why the course is so long. There are so many things we can create. I had to create a lot of content to teach you how to create those. It's still intended for absolute beginners. If you've just heard like you want to create cool 3D websites, you need to learn Three.js, and you type, I don't know, like learning Three.js, and you found Three.js Journey. It's perfect. You don't need a lot of knowledge. I will teach you everything. Do not worry. By the way, there is a lot of lessons. My recommendation is to follow the lessons in the order. Still, if you want to jump to specific parts, you can try. Maybe you have already some knowledge. You should follow in the order. Anyway, if you realize that you're lost, just get back to the lessons in the order and you will be fine. Yeah, I'm thinking about React developers that probably want to check the last chapter. Maybe do the first 1 or 2 chapters before jumping to the React 3 Fiber chapter. I will explain that right after. So the content is separated into chapters, as explained earlier. So those are the chapters: basic, classic techniques, advanced techniques, shaders, extra, portal, and React 3 Fiber. Let's talk about those. About the basics first. Creating, you will learn how to create a scene, how to render it, how to add objects, choosing the right material, adding texture, animate everything, and put it online. Yes, I will teach you how to put the website online so that you don't build stuff that will stay on your computer. You will be able to share those online. Okay, some people might think it's a bit boring, but it's because we need to accumulate all this knowledge before having some more fun. Actually, I think it's quite a fun chapter, but I don't know. It's up to you. Anyway, in the next chapter, you will have a lot more fun. Next chapter, you will learn how to create your own geometries. You will learn how to add lights and shadows. You will learn how to interact with 3D objects, and you will add particles. I love particles. No, let's not talk about particles right now. I just love particles. You will see why. Next, advanced techniques. We will stray away a little from WebGL and Three.js. It's intended for creating WebGL websites. Don't worry. It's just that we are going to learn Blender, which is a 3D software, so that we can create our own models. Yes, this is a course about Three.js, but you will also learn Blender. Okay, it's a bonus. We will also learn how to add physics, just like I used it for my portfolio. See, we can bump into things. We can take some, where is it? Oopala. Those walls, etc. So you will learn what I use to do these kind of things. Let me check. You will also learn how to organize your code for big projects, because big projects, there will be a lot of code. I have my very specific ways of doing that, and I will teach you how I do it. Next one is shaders. And this is the one where people start to struggle, and some people are like, okay, that's not for me. Yes, it's for you. You need to learn shaders. Actually, everything you see right here, there is a bunch of shaders happening. It's kind of what the program that make things show up on your screen. It's kind of that. And those are being sent to the GPU, etc. I will explain everything. It's huge, it's complex, but it will unlock the true power of webGL, and you will be able to create crazy stuff. Then extra, you will learn post-processing, optimizing performance, and mixing webGL and HTML. Next one is the portal. I'm talking about this one here. The portal, see that experience here? It's I use very specific techniques to create such nice models with nice shadows and colors and lights. There are some tricks that I use here, and I will teach you how to do that. We are not going to create that specific scene because it would take too long to create, the camera, the dog, etc. It would take hours and hours. So we are creating a more simple scene. It's kind of a portal in the forest. It's a cool scene, don't worry. It's just a bit more simple. It looks a bit like that. And you will learn the techniques to get this kind of result with the portal, and you will be able to create whatever you want after that. It's actually the one I use for the My Room in 3D. You will learn everything you need about that. And finally, the React 3 Fiber. It's how to the React 3 Fiber chapter. It's how to use Three.js in a React application.
Hermoso.
It's huge. As you can see, there is a lot of hours of content in this one. Don't worry, it's because first you're going to learn React in this one. Yes, maybe I'm talking about React, you don't know what is React. Don't worry, I will explain to you what is React, why you might want to use React, and how to use React, so that then you can follow with the next lessons and understand what you're doing. And we see that it's so good to create WebGL experiences, Three.js experiences using React 3 Fiber. That's just too good. And at the very end, we even create a game. Yeah, we create a game in 4 hours, which is not that long. We create a game where you have to go at the end of the level using a ball, and there is physics and cool effects, etc. Have a look. You can just click on the lesson and check the game we are actually building in this lesson. A lot of fun building this game. Yeah, by the way, along the whole course, the many lessons, I will also provide you a lot of tips and tricks, because I'm a creative developer. I like to create things that look good and are funny, and I'm going to provide you a bunch of tips and tricks and advice on how to create cool stuff. Updates. So you're probably already a web developer, and you know how things are moving like super fast. Libraries are coming and going. We have new libraries every week. We have updates every day. That's kind of crazy. Do not worry. Three.js journey is 2 years old. When I'm recording this video, Three.js journey is 2 years old, and I kept Three.js journey up to date by adding a lot of content. As you can see, more than half of the actual content is new from the original version of Three.js journey. I kept the dependencies up to date. I fixed a lot of things. I've improved a lot of things. I added so many lessons, and I will keep doing that. And you, as a Three.js journey students, will get access to those new content, those updates, without paying any extra. That's bonus. So how to study this course?
Algo que me gustaría ver es, bueno, lo vemos después, ¿no? Pero si se actualizó para webGPU, que salió después de webGL, y es como una forma más rápida, o sea, es una forma de utilizar tu placa de video para tener un mayor rendimiento, básicamente. Vamos a ver.
70 hours, currently 70 hours, maybe it's more while you watch the video. How can you handle that many hours of video? First, it's gonna be difficult. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be difficult. Maybe the first lessons are gonna be super easy, but the next lessons, I mean, shaders and lessons like this are quite hard. Do not worry, it's normal if you struggle. First, the thing I always say to my students is that if it's hard to learn, it's a valuable knowledge. So keep up. Or maybe it's a bad teacher, but I hope I'm not a bad teacher. So I hope it's just valuable knowledge. And don't worry anyway, because we approach challenging topics multiple times. All right, you will learn something in a lesson, and then in the next lesson you will use it to learn more things, but you will keep on practicing. So don't worry, it will make sense, you will understand it, and you will master it at some point. Also, find out how you can learn best, all right? Each individual has his unique way to learn. Find out how you can get the most out of this course. Find the moment of the day where you learn best. All right, maybe it's at night, maybe it's in the morning, maybe it's in the middle of the night. For me, it's early in the day. I learn better early in the day, or very late when everything is calm, like everybody's sleeping. I also like to do maybe 1 hour of learning whatever I'm learning these days. So find the best moment of the day where you can learn. Do not rush things. It's not a speed run. Don't try to do a Three.js journey in less than 2 days or something like that. Your brain needs time to process the knowledge. So take your time. Eat well, sleep enough, drink, and stay healthy, obviously. Shut down any distraction. I have troubles with this one. I'm always receiving some notification, Twitter, etc. So shut down any distraction. By the way, you don't need to finish the course to start working on project. You might think 70 hours is just too long. I had this project idea. I don't want to do 70 hours. It's going to take a full month. You don't need to finish the whole course to start building cool stuff. All right. After the 1 or 2 first chapter, you can already start building cool stuff. And I will also teach you how to put it live in this go live lesson. So at some point, you can just venture on your own. Have fun, and when you want to get back to the course, just come back. The course will be here waiting for you. There is no like a time limited access. You can just access it in 1 year, in 2 years. It doesn't matter. By the way, the videos. Let's use. I'm gonna use realistic render. Yeah, I really like this one. It's one of the many lessons. You have a player. What a nice player that you're watching right now. It should be kind of the same. I don't think I will update the player a lot. You have a bunch of features. You can change the speed of the video if I'm talking too fast or too slow. You can change the speed. You can change the quality depending on your bandwidth. You have access to a bunch of shortcuts to jump in the video, etc. You can change the sound. You can see how much time there is left to the video. You can have the picture-in-picture. If you want to check the text version, you can have like the video on the side and check the text version. You can jump from the text version to the video, etc. You have a bunch of...
Ah, es para cerrar en su video. Ahí va. Ah, mira. Excelente. Perfecto. Perfect.
You use those and you can set it in a full screen. By the way, the lessons, as I just shown you, you have the video, but you have also the text version, because I know some people prefer to learn using text. Me, I prefer videos. Maybe you prefer text. Have a look to that text version. I spent a lot of time working on this one. For all the lessons, it's exactly the same content, all right? The same content in the same order, and you get access to the code, to screenshots, to videos, so you have the exact same content. Links, yeah, as I told you earlier, you have access to the links. So while you are following, it's mostly for the video, but while you follow the video like this, I'm talking about this website, you have access to all the links in there, in this little tab on the bottom right corner. Exercises, for me, learning is about practicing. I'm quite sure I'm right about that. If you just watch something, you won't learn as much as if you practice. So with each lesson, almost each lesson, unless we have to do everything on our own, but a starter will be provided. This one here. So the idea is that you download the starter, it's a zip file, you unzip it, and you use it. I will teach you how to use the starter in the next lesson, maybe the 4th lesson, I'm not sure. Anyway, in due time, you will learn how to use the starter. It's not that complicated. It's Node.js, Vite, etc. I will explain everything in due time. And then you can follow the video and do it with me. So you have to maybe split the screen, maybe you have another screen. It's up to you and how you like to learn, but practice with me. It's very important. By the way, each developer has a personal way of coding. I have my own way of coding. I don't use semicolons. I put a lot of line breaks. I put a lot of comments here and there. You do whatever you want to do, okay? If you like to add semicolons, add semicolons. If you want to use a linter that changes the code automatically, be my guest. There is no issue with that. You need to feel comfortable when you write code. Prerequisites. First, you need a computer. I hope you're watching this video from a computer. I mean, you have a computer in front of you. You need a computer and you need to be able to install software on that computer because we are going to install Blender as an example. I think that's and Node.js. All right, maybe you have those already, especially Node.js. If you're a web developer, I guess you do. Don't worry, we will learn about Node.js in the next lesson. If you don't. I mean, I think it's the 4th lesson. And yeah, you need to be able to install software in that computer. About JavaScript, yes, you need to know JavaScript, but just the basics. If you know about variables, arrays, objects, loops, functions, and events, you're fine, okay? I will explain the rest. You need a code editor. I'm using Visual Studio Code and I'm recommending Visual Studio Code. There are other great code editors, but that's the one I'm recommending, okay? You can follow the course with other.
Perdón, pero miren esto. Como minimizo. Ahí. Ay, me tiró la lámpara. Me la puedo enfocar, ¿no? No hay forma. Bueno, sigamos.
Code editors, but at some point, I think there is 1 or 2 moments where we install plugins. So it's better if you use the same as me, but I'm sure you can find those plugins with your code editor if it's not VS Code, so you should be fine. You need a modern browser. I'm using Chrome. You can also use Firefox. Please don't use Safari or Edge. Talking about the main browser these days. Those Safari and Edge are just fine if you want to browse web, do some, I don't know, check your emails, etc. But for debugging, for developing, it's better to use Chrome or Firefox. The result should be quite the same between those. At some point we install, I think, 1 Chrome extension, but it's a small part and it's not mandatory. And maybe it's actually available for Firefox too, so no big deal. By the way, be careful with browsers like Brave, which implement like security and privacy features. I've seen some students having troubles because, I don't know, Brave was messing up with their code. It was a bit messy. They had to switch to Chrome. So be careful with those. Blender, yeah, at some point we will install Blender. It's a free 3D software, so you don't have to pay anything for this one. And it's just awesome. If you want to create models, use Blender, and we will learn how to use Blender in this course so that you can create your own models. There is a few hours about Blender. That's bonus. And I love Blender. You will see why I love Blender. You need to be good with math? No. Yes, it's better if you're good with math because vector, matrices, all those things are a bit complicated. Yes, I'm bad with math, all right? I was the worst when I was a young student. I was clearly the worst in my class. I managed to create stuff anyway. I regret not following lessons and not listening to my teachers, my math teachers, but I'm fine and you will be fine, so don't worry. And anyway, I will explain the formulas as much as I can. So, do you need to be good at Three.js and webGL? No, if you know nothing about Three.js and webGL, but that Three.js is for making cool 3D website, you're good to go. Yeah, I will explain everything in the next lesson. What to do if I'm stuck? So if you are stuck, what can you do? First, don't worry, you are not alone. I provide solution for that. My main recommendation is to join the Discord. Check on the top right corner of this page you're watching right now. There is a Discord button. I will click on this Discord button. There is a public server and a private server. To get access to the private server, you need to be a Three.js Journey student. And that's the one where I spend most of the time helping the students. I don't spend enough time on this one, I know, but priority to the Three.js Journey students. And I spend maybe 1 or 2 hours on it every day helping the students regardless of their issues. Sometimes it's related to the course, sometimes it's related to their personal projects. I just help them as much as I can. So be careful, the invitation, you can use it only once. So make sure you have your the right Discord account connected to your browser. For some reasons, I know that some of you have a bunch of Discord accounts. So make sure you have the right accounts connected to your browser before clicking on that link. It looks like that. You click there and it will connect your account to it. It's a one-time use invitation, but what can you do to join it? Like, I don't know, in a few days later? Well, once you have joined the Three.js Journey Discord server, it will be there. All right, that's how Discord works. The server, once you have joined the server, you have access to it. You just open Discord. There is a web version and an app version. So right now I'm using the app version of Discord, and see that this is the Three.js Journey Discord server, and you can just click on it whenever you need to get back to the Discord, ask questions, help other people, etc. All right. Yeah, by the way, I'm helping as much as I can, but students can also help other students. And there are some people that are really helping everybody. Thank you guys. That's great. If you want to help other students, be my guest. I mean, I would really appreciate it. So yeah, just try to help each other, and you will actually learn while helping other students. I'm quite sure of it. So if you need help, you're going to post on the Discord. First, when you join, you should have access only to the role assignment. See that channel here? You should have only this one. You need to choose if you want to receive, because I'm posting some updates about this Three.js journey, and Twitch too, because sometimes I do some streams on Twitch, and you have to choose if you want to receive those notifications, so Three.js journey notification, Twitch notification, or none of them, and you can ignore those. Those are just trolls. Don't mind the other emotes. I think it's emotes. I mean reactions. And yeah, you just choose, and once you have chosen one of those, you will get access to all the other Discords. So how do you post your issue? Let's say you have a problem, you need help. First, there is a channel for each lesson. See that? Those are the chapters. If you are having some issues with, I don't know, like the extra part, or maybe it was the advanced techniques, yeah, the realistic render, okay, it's this one here. You click there, and there you post your issue. If you want to post code, and it's probably better that you post code, the best way to post code, so JavaScript code or whatever type of whatever language you want to post, you have to use triple back quotes. See those? I know it's a bit small, maybe I can zoom in. Yeah, there are 3 triple back quotes. On Mac, it's this button right here, okay? Right there. On PC, I think it's at the top, around the numbers. You put 3 triple back quotes. If it's JavaScript, you add JS, 3 triple back quotes again, and then in here, you can post whatever you want, like that. I'm going to post it. I hope nobody is checking this channel. And, oh, sorry, like this. And see, it's much easier for us to read your code. That's why you need to do that. If it's hard to read, we are not going to help you because, well, it's going to be hard to read. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to remove this one. It was just a quick demo. So yeah, post your issue, explain things, add some screenshots and videos, and we will help you. By the way, about posting, there is a go live lesson. So this one here, in which you will learn how to put your website live, because creating cool experiences is great, but if you can't share them, that's a bit sad. So you will learn how to put it live. It's free, don't worry for that. It's using Vercel, and with that you will be able to post your website. As for posting your website, I like to use, where to post your website so that people can enjoy those. I like to post on Twitter personally. I mean, you can use whatever you want, but if you use Twitter, I recommend you to use the Three.js journey hashtag, or to mention me with @Bruno_Simon so that I can see it. And if I like it, I'm going to retweet it, because I like to share what my students are doing. And I have something like 50,000 followers on Twitter, so maybe you will get some extra visibility on your work. And also because if you use the hashtag Three.js journey, you will be visible on the student page. So it's this page here. I mean, it's on the homepage of Three.js journey, but you can also access the rest here and check that those are what the Three.js journey students are doing. And that's so great. I love to see this page, what people are building. I'm so proud of what they are creating. Yeah, this one is beautiful. Anyway, have a look. It's the students. You can access it from the homepage of Three.js journey. So you scroll a little and it's around, yeah, there, this part here. Have a look to that, discover them all. It's just great. So if you use this hashtag, I will probably then add it. It's kind of automatic, but I need to validate the post for them to be visible on that page. And finally, you can also post on the Discord. There is a bunch of channels. Have a look, like jobs, students works, quiz, etc. I'm going to talk about that. The students works, you can post what you're doing here. I'm going to zoom out a little. And yeah, it looks like that. And we can see what people are doing. We can talk about that, see if we can improve it. I didn't see this one. Oh, this one looks great. I need to check that one. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Finally, we're almost done. There is a certificate of completion. Once you finished all the lessons, you can get a certificate. But to get the certificate, you will have to answer a quiz for each lesson. I'm not kidding. There is questions for almost every lesson in the course. Maybe not this lesson as an example, but if I check the realistic render, okay, here there is a quiz. You can also access it by when you arrive at the end of the video. You can also access it from here, and you can also access all the quizzes from your account page. And it looks a bit like that. See that? Those are the quizzes, and you have access to all the quizzes. When you answer right, you get a little check like this, and when you answer wrong, it looks like that. And when you answer wrong, you will have a 5-minute timeout. All right, so be careful when you answer. I'm going to put some wrong answers, random answer. I hope it's wrong. And if I click there, I will get a 5-minute timeout so that I can check the lesson and find the right answer. And at the end, once you have completed all quizzes, you will get access to the certificate. Yes, I do have access to my certificate without answering everything because I'm the administrator. I kind of cheated, but you can access to your certificate, and it looks like this. That's it. It's a public URL where you have your name here too, and it's kind of your reward. You can print it if you want to display it on your wall with a nice frame, gold frame, etc. And you can share that URL with the world so that everybody see that you got your certificate. It's kind of a bonus for completing everything. And anyway, the quizzes are also a way to test your knowledge. So do the quiz. You can have some fun and learn even more. We are done. We are ready to start. Time to learn Three.js. Let's go. I see you in the next lesson.
Perfecto. Un poco en volante la primera parte, pero ya está. Se acabó. Next lesson. Ya entré. Yo había entrado al Discord hace ya... Bueno, cuando pagué el curso me vi 10 minutos del video, creo, pero acá arriba me aparecía entrar a Discord y entré. Pero después no vi más nada. O sea, esto que vi hoy lo vi por primera vez. Esto es de parte del segundo ya, ¿no? Sí. Ok. Quiero entrar un toque acá y recordar cuántos son. A ver cuánto podemos llegar a ver. Es un segundo. Introducción, ¿te quieres decir? No. Ah, está la otra gata en la puerta, pero no voy a entre las dos. O sí, voy entre las dos. No sé, no porque se mete atrás de la computadora. Ok, what is webGL? Ok. Bueno, capaz podamos ver estos dos hoy. Vamos a ver qué tanto tenemos que configurar y si llegamos.
So, in this lesson, unfortunately, it's not a real lesson. We are not going to code right away. We are going to talk about the webGL and why we should use Three.js. Don't worry, it's not that long, and I think it's going to be interesting. You need to know those things. Well, you probably already know what Three.js is. All right, but let's talk about it and why we need it. Three.js is a 3D JavaScript library that enables developers to create 3D experience for the web. All right, it's for the web. The good thing is that you can use the web for almost anything, so it's great. It worked with webGL, so we are going to talk about webGL, but you can make Three.js work with SVG, CSS and stuff like that. Yes, you can do that. Most people using Three.js don't know about it because they don't really need it, but trust me, you can make Three.js work with SVG and CSS. You won't get the same result. It won't look as good, you will have performance issues, but still know that you can do that. We are not going to do that. We are going to focus on webGL, Three.js to create webGL experiences. Okay. All right, let's do some showcase. It's just websites I really want to show you. Some I've made, some I didn't make, some made like long time ago, and some just made few days ago that I think are just great. I want to show you what you can do with Three.js. So the first one is kind of obviously my portfolio. I won't spend too much time on this one because you already know about it. I will just increase the size a little. Yeah, something like that, it's enough. So this is just my portfolio. You can just create your portfolio in WebGL. It's a good way to practice. It's a good way to showcase what you can do and to let people just enjoy, have fun. All right, let's not spend too much time on this one. You probably already know it. The next one, I think it's just like beautiful. This is like one of the best experience I've seen. It looks just great. It's Corn revolutionized. It's a pioneer. It's just beautiful. Wow. Look at that. It looks great. The performances are good. It can be a little slow on bad computers, but for that kind of render, they did such a great job. So yeah, it's really unbelievable. And see those text here, where those texts are made in webGL too, with those animations. So yeah, it looks really cool. Look at this field. That's really awesome. Oh, by the way, all those links, you can just click on the links panel on the top right corner of this page you are looking at. Open the links panel, click on the links, and you will be able to enjoy it. Be careful, by the time you see those websites, maybe some of them, by the time you see this video, some of them don't exist anymore. If it's the case, well, just look at my screen, and I will keep these links updated. So check the links. Maybe I will add some more in a few months or something like that. All right, next one is let me check. Yeah, this one. Yet again, it's for a portfolio of Richard Matka. Sorry if I said it wrong, but I think it's just cool. Like he did a background in webGL. Keep the page open, keep looking at the shape, and you will see that it will change and it looks just great. It's just awesome. Illusion by Edan, obviously. The portfolio is just like a huge showcase of pushing the possibilities of Three.js and the webGL to the maximum. Have a look, check the other page. All right, have a look to different page. You will find so much good thing in that one. Next one is a pretty recent one. It's for a game. It's for a VR game. It's Medal of Honor. I think the name is Above and Beyond. And what better than doing a webGL website for a 3D game, so that you can kind of enjoy the same experience. It's maybe not as good because this is not a VR. It's just like in the web page, but still you will see how great it is. So this is a video. I will just skip the video and go straight to the experience. I just want to showcase stuff. You will see why. So as you can see, right now it's just an image in the background. It is. It's not an image. Look at that. Wow. The feeling you get when you see that image, you're feeling like, oh yeah, that's a good image. And then you scroll and you're like, wow, it's just explode to your face that it's not an image. This is 3D. It's a lot of painting on 3D models. So they did a great job about that, but still they did it in 3D and you can just go through this village and discover a story. Yet again, I won't show you everything about this experience. I'll let you discover those. And it's just great. And the sound design is great too. I didn't put the sound on the video, but test it with the sound. It's really cool. Next one is Let's Play. Oh yeah, one of my favorite experience. They did it for Wigo. Wigo is like a train company in France. I don't know if other countries too. Anyway, they did a pinball. I'm a gamer. I love when I can just open a web page and play. And they did something I really liked. They integrated, I have to focus, physics to their game. And I like when you have physics, you can play with the physics. I'm pretty bad to this game, so I will just lose on purpose. And it's just really cool. We are going to talk about this one again, where we are going to do some physics together. I have more to show. I wanted to put like hundreds of websites on this page, but I just had to choose, I don't know, like a dozen of website. Yeah, I put this one because first it looks great design, great webGL stuff. But it's because when you have a product, you want to showcase your product so that user can see it. What's better than having a realistic render like that? People will be, it's not just images, people will be able to rotate the model, zoom on the model, maybe see very specific part. What can I check? Maybe this one. And up, it zoom in. And I can just go back, change it, stuff like that. It's perfect. If you want to showcase your product, create it in webGL, but you will have to get a really realistic render and also performant. And I will show you how to do that, obviously. Yeah, I really like this one. Also because well, it looks great, performances are great. The website is not even that heavy, but it's also to focus usage of an application called Zenly, and you have like different world, and you can travel through world and look at seamless it is, and we change the world like that. You have a lot of animations, great work on this one. Look at the models, they look so great. Look at the sausage. There are some little things hidden. Well, test the website as always. Next one is going to be prior. Prior, it's I don't know the English word. We say a traitor. It's a Japanese traitor, so it's for handling events, preparing the food for huge events, for wedding events, and you have something like really poetic, like it's really immersive, oniric kind of. I don't know if we can use this word, but it's oniric. And look at this ribbon.
La cinta se ve increíble.
Look at the physics of the ribbon. Look at the texture of the ribbon. Look at the drawings appearing on that ribbon. And yet again, I'll let you discover like the menu, stuff like that. There are some hidden features. Next one, mid one. Oh, I really love this one. It's the colors I love. It's the style I love. It's kind of Tron style, huge cities. You start at a small scale and it becomes huge, you will see. So right now, all we have is just like a classic webGL background. It's just a gradient. It is. Mm-hmm. No, it's not. It was the head of this little guy here. And look at that. Look at the color. I really love those colors. They did such a great job. It's by Immersive Garden. And it's so cool. There are many hidden features, hidden navigations feature. So I let you discover like the other ones. Look at the city. Wow. Look at the reflection on the ground. It's crazy. I really love this one. Probably my favorite this year. Next one. Yeah, next one. It's a game because you can create games. It's by Les Gobelins. It's a French school. So the goblins, maybe we can say. So it's just students that did that. Good job, guys. So we do new games. I will skip the intro, even if the intro is great. I'll let you discover the story. I will go straight to the game and look at that. It's looking great. And you can jump and you have to move forward, go through different obstacles. And you will gain powers, and the powers will let you do even more. You will see. You have to test on your own. And yeah, one last one. It's Chartogne. It's for a wine. How do you say wine maker? Wine something like that. I don't know exactly the name. And look at that. This is the real village where they make this wine. And you have like the parcel. Yeah, again, I don't know if it's the right word. And this is the real village. Like you really have those streets, those houses. The forest is here. It's the real name of the streets. And look at the details. There is thousands of elements in the village, and it looks just great. And look at that. If you go into a field, then you zoom in the field and look at that.
Okay, cambia.
This is crazy. Look at that. And you can scroll a little and you get, we call that a flow field effect. And yeah, it's just so cool to create those kind of things, those kinds of experiences that surprise the visitor. Well, that's all for the showcase. I have much more website I want to show you, but still, let's try to get back to the lesson. So what is webGL? I will put that here. Well, webGL is what we call a JavaScript API. You have access to properties, you have access to methods, you have access to a lot of things, and you take those things to create stuff. All right. The idea is that you will render triangles at a remarkable speed. Like you will just draw triangles. The WebGL will draw one triangle here, one triangle here. Those triangles can have very different shapes, one here, and one big one here like that, and it will just draw triangles. But really, really, really fast. The result can be drawn in a canvas, but not necessarily. You can put the result in something else. And we will do that at a point. You will see why, but we won't draw the result on the canvas at first, so that we can do some stuff and then at the end put it in the canvas. But usually at the end you get something in the canvas because we want to see an experience, a 3D experience. It's compatible with most modern browsers. You can just use it, no surprise here. and it uses the graphic processing unit. And this is why it's so damn fast. We call that the GPU. All right, it's a component in your computer. There is the CPU and there is the GPU. When you do calculations in JavaScript, you do, I don't know, 2 plus 2. It's the CPU working. When you draw those triangles, it's the GPU working. WebGL can be used for 2D. And like really, it's really cool to use WebGL for 2D because what you can do is maybe, I don't know, draw triangles like this. Draw triangles like this. And on that triangles, you will draw a little guy, something like that. And this little guy will be your character. And then when you move you use your keyboard, you will make those two triangles move. So yes, you can use WebGL to create 2D experiences. And we are not going to do that, but you can do that. And there is libraries dedicated to that, like Pixie.js. Anyway, let's move forward. So we talk about the CPU and the GPU. The CPU can do calculations really, really fast. Like your CPU is like right now, your CPU is doing like so many calculations. It's crazy, but it's one by one. And it has to finish the first calculation to move to the next, This is not exactly true because most CPU now have multiple core, meaning it can work on multiple threads. Like, I don't know, there is 8 cores and one core will take care of your Chrome JavaScript application, and one core will take care of your video game running on the back, and one core will take care of, I don't know, you have an application open. Well, this is why the CPU can do multiple calculations. But for your JavaScript application, like you just do calculations, it will be only one CPU, all right? The GPU is not as fast as the CPU, but it will be able to do like thousands and thousands of calculations in a row. And this is exactly what we need to draw those triangles. The idea is to draw a 3D model, because at the end we want a 3D model. We are going to draw many, many triangles, but we are going to draw them at the right position and then colorize them so they look the way we want. The GPU will position all those points at one according to many factors. Like, let me remove this. The idea is that we are going to draw, I don't know, maybe a point here, maybe a point here. We are going to talk about those points. There is a lot of to know. Maybe one point, I don't know, here, maybe one here, maybe one here, maybe one here, and maybe one here, and maybe one in the back here. So it's just positioning points on the screen, on the render, I don't know exactly, the screen, the render, some kind of 2D space, and then it will draw, let me use, I don't know, orange, a triangle right here, a triangle right here, a triangle right here, another one here, another one, let's say here, another one here, and look at that. We have a cube. See? We position things and we position, sorry, no, this one is wrong. So it's mostly go there, and like that. So we position points of a geometry, something like that, according to many factors. And we see that there is a lot of factors, like where is supposed to be the cube, where are supposed to be those points. If my camera, because we will have some kind of camera, is positioned like that, where they should be in some other places. So we provide a bunch of information. Those vertices those points, I'm talking about the technical words, but those points will get positioned at the right place according to some like program, we say what, and then they will be drawn. So once the points are placed like that, the GPU will position all those points at one. This is what I wanted to say initially. So maybe we have like something, maybe we have 8 points here. Actually, we have more, but maybe we have 8 points. We can have much more complex geometries with thousands and even more points. So we can have a lot of details. And this is how we will draw, I don't know, maybe the face of someone in 3D, or I don't know, maybe a sphere or a house or stuff like that. We have much more points than those 8 points. Once those points are positioned where they are supposed to be, for the moment, actually, we cannot see anything. I know I draw some triangles, but when those points are placed, we cannot see anything. But now that those points are placed, the GPU will draw each visible pixel of those points, meaning that if this is supposed to be, let's say, on the screen, well, your screen is composed of pixels, something like that. So it's huge pixels, obviously, so that we can understand, but we get like pixels like that. And then the GPU knows that there is a point here, a point here, a point here. Then the GPU will draw this pixel and this pixel and this pixel and this pixel and this one and this one and this one and this one. It will continue like that. Yet again, because it's the GPU, it will do it so damn fast. Like it will do all the pixels at once, maybe. If not, maybe in 2 times, so that it handle all the pixels, but just in two iterations, we will say. All right, this is the idea. And this is why your GPU is so fast. Those instructions, like position the point here, color this pixel that way, are inside shaders. Those instructions to colorize and position the points are inside what we call shaders. And shaders are really hard. And we are going to learn shaders together. But you will see, so shaders are really hard. As you can see, it's kind of complex. We have to position points, we have to colorize them, we have to draw, to write instructions in those kind of programs that we call shaders. It's getting hard. What are you going into right now? Don't worry. We provide a bunch of information to those shaders, like the point position, the model transformation, the camera coordinates, and things get positioned and colorized the way we want, which is exactly what I did before. All of this is so hard. Drawing a single triangle on the canvas would take at least 100 lines of code. And I did it when I tried to learn webGL. I tried to learn webGL, native webGL. It took me more than 100 lines of code to draw only one single triangle on my canvas, on the screen. It was too hard. I was like, no, I could never do those kind of WebGL experiences. It's impossible. But doing native WebGL benefits from existing at a low level. So you're just like talking to your GPU to position things and colorize the pixels. And this is great because you can optimize everything and have more control, but it's too hard. And this is where Three.js come to the rescue. Three.js is the JavaScript library. It's under MIT license, yay. It's right above the WebGL. So you have this WebGL, which is too hard, and right above the WebGL, you have Three.js, and not 4, which is great because we are going to be able to do some WebGL too. The creator is Ricardo Cabello, aka Mr. Doob. We mostly know him with that name, Mr. Doob. I put the link to its website and its Twitter. You should follow the Mr. Doob. And Three.js will drastically simplify the process of all of this. You won't have to handle those shaders. You won't have to draw to write those shaders. You won't have to provide like each point. You can just tell, I want a cube, and the cube will just show up. So it's really great. But we can still interact with the WebGL because it's right above the WebGL. At a point, we will be able to create our own shaders and send our own information. It's for when we want to go further. We want to create our own thing. We want to optimize stuff. We want to do things that Three.js cannot do. We can do it, which is great because Three.js is right above the WebGL. All right, let's talk about Three.js a little more. So Mr. Doob is still working on it, but now with the help of a large community, I can give you a small preview of the who did work on it. So it's on GitHub. You can find the Three.js on GitHub. And as you can see, like all those people are working on Three.js. So it's just great. So look at that huge community still working on Three.js. A lot of people. So thank you to all these people helping the Three.js project. The library gets updates every month. So this is cool. And you get for each update a change log. So you know what has been updated. And this is just one update, and this is another one update. And as you can see, there is a lot of things changing. Do not worry, it should be the same for you. Maybe there will be some differences in the lesson and for your version, but I will try to update things accordingly. The library is pretty stable, all right? This is mostly like detailed features, new method, stuff like that. There is no huge changes because right now the library is really stable. So it's some small bug fixes and optimizations and new features, usually. You can discover many exceptional projects on the homepage right here. So just check those projects. We already seen some of them, like this one, this one, this one. But yeah, check those projects. This one is really cool, obviously. So yeah, have a look to those. This project is getting updated regularly. There is a well-maintained documentation. The Three.js documentation is really cool. Like you can really use it. I put the link to the creating a scene. We will do that in the next lesson together. But if you want to have a look to the documentation, please do. We have many examples, and they are great. Here is just one example. So look at how great a render can be, like really realistic. And look at those examples. So many examples. If you need to do something, you don't know how to do it, check the example, do a search. You have the search bar right here, and maybe we found it's going on. Look at that. I'm scrolling up as fast as I can, and it keeps going on and on. All right, so many examples. So have a look to the examples. We learn a lot. If you want to know about Three.js update, new projects, stuff like that, I recommend to follow, Mr. Doob. So you can follow on its account, but also there is a Three.js account, Twitter account. Follow this Three.js account. You will get a lot of updates, cool things. Follow this account. And what about other libraries? Well, indeed, Three.js is the most popular webGL library. It's very stable. It provides many features. The documentation is remarkable. The community is working hard on update. And it's still close enough to the webGL, so we can do our own shaders, stuff like that. We will learn what are exactly shaders and how to do that, to do them together. But there are many other WebGL libraries, and those WebGL libraries might do things differently, might have better features, might be maybe even more optimized or easier to use. Like it can be like more of a framework than a libraries. So be curious, have a look to other libraries. I won't put links because there are too many of them, but be curious. I recommend you to use Three.js, but it really depends on your need, and have a look to other libraries. And I will see you in the next lesson.
Perfecto. Answer the quiz. ¿Ya? A ver. ¿Ya? No, pará. It's fast thanks to the power of love. No, de GPU. Pero pará, no quiero... solo esto, ok. Three.js is a webGL convert a JavaScript library. Sí. Bien. Ok, y lo dejamos ahí. Perfecto. Lo que voy a hacer es... No llego al siguiente, me parece. Porque dura... no, dura 1 hora 20. First Three.js. Claro, pero tiene práctica este ya. Y quiero practicarlo, o sea, quiero dedicarle la hora de video y la práctica todo junto, capaz. Así que lo voy a dejar por acá. No sé si lo sigo mañana. Ya voy a ver cómo me organizo con eso. Pero lo voy a dejar por acá este. A ver, vamos a retomar el stream. Bueno, y lo corto de paso. Lo corto así después. Esto va directo así a YouTube.